Yo, yo, why this joint doing me like that? That's crazy. Haha, let me fix myself right quick, y'all. They got me tripping over here. Let me fix myself. There we go. There we go. We back. We here. Quick, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about this 53-man roster. Whew. Hey man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? All right, so check this, man. We got mad position groups, you know what I'm saying, on the roster that's kind of finalized or whatnot, but every position group got somebody fighting for somewhere, right? We could talk about Ja'Cory Brooks. We're gonna talk about Luke McCaffrey, even Ale Kaho, right? He been having himself a preseason so far. So what I want y'all to do is, first of all, like this video, subscribe to this channel. We trying to get over 1,000. We about 709 right now. So all the love is much appreciated, man. All the love is much appreciated. Listen, go ahead and hit that chat up. I'm definitely going to be hitting y'all back. You know what I'm saying? Reading your comments and going tit for tat with you on this here 53-man roster. And of course, it couldn't be a Gerard B TV situation without a little bit of visual for you. You know what I'm saying? A little visual action. Let me pull up this CBS article here that kind of, but I wanted to have this here for you guys so you guys can kind of view this, as we wrap. All right. So listen, quarterbacks. We already know the situation. JD5, he is him. Ain't really no argument. There's his team, right? Marcus Mariota, we didn't see him much in the preseason due to an injury. However, we know we're gonna get from Marcus Mariota. He one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. Um, for me, I'm really only keeping two quarterbacks. It's right off the butt, keeping two quarterbacks. So CBS got it right. Um, Josh Johnson would be my quarterback three. And honestly, I would look to try to bring in somebody like a Driscoll from last year, to battle with him in some preseason, not preseason, in some you know what I'm saying, as far as QB3, if they want to ever elevate somebody right from the practice squad or whatnot. But I think Sam Hartman has played himself off this roster. Let me know if you think Sam Hartman has played himself off the roster, because boy, he been trash. He's been trash, and it's really not anything we can say to save him. Right? He's really hampering our ability to actually look at the skill players, the depth skill players that we have on our roster, the Tay Martins, the Ja'Cory Brooks, and the Jacoby Jones, and things of that nature. It's really only been when Josh Johnson has come in the game that things worked out. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep, pin your hat on right there, because I truly don't feel like we're keeping any more than two quarterbacks. So then we get over to running backs, right? Now, CBS got the start of being Austin Eckler, B Rob gone. Personally, me, how I'm looking at it is, it's more of a running back by committee situation. Thanks to my subscribers for voting in the on the poll I put up, but they agreed with me. It's more of a running back by committee situation. But we obviously want to see Bill as RB1. He didn't play in the preseason game against the Ravens, so that's a telltale sign that he is the leader in the clubhouse from a depth chart perspective. Went all the way from fifth on the depth chart or whatever, fourth on the depth chart to one. What a rise! What a rise that boy had, man. I got Chris Rodriguez and Austin Eckler rounding out that group, with Jeremy McNichols obviously on the roster as well, because he has so much versatility when it comes to the special teams and whatnot. So definitely, let me know how you feel about the running back situation as well. Like, granted, we don't have Brian Robinson anymore, but let me know if you think that we got better as a group, as a running back room, because I mean they carved that thing up. Like, by removing B Rob, you literally took out the one of the last of the Mohicans when it comes to Ron Rivera's draft classes, right? So, and we all remember that Chris Olave trade. All them dudes gone. So, yeah, let me know how you feeling about that situation, because man, we definitely lacking depth, but we getting our depth back, which is very very important. So with wide receivers, okay, that's my group. That's my group if you've been rocking with this channel. So with wide receivers, I'm very interested to know if they're gonna keep 5 or 6. Okay. Because how I'm seeing it, I'm really feeling that obviously you got Terry gonna be your one, Debo gonna be your two, right? Noah Brown and his injured self, he's really gonna be a pseudo three. But I got Jalen Lane actually being our wide receiver three for the majority of the season, as Noah Brown will probably be in and out the lineup. Hopefully, he's not in and out the lineup, and it allows us to really get what we're trying to get from him because he's a pass interference demon. Okay, and we need that, man. We need a physical receiver like that to complement a physical receiver in Debo, and then you also got Terry McLaurin, who is the best uh, contested catch receiver in the NFL, which speaks to physicality, right? So then for me, this is where with the whole CBS deal, and with most people, they probably had Luke right there, right behind Jalen Lane. Not me. I got Ja'Cory Brooks right there. I think Ja'Cory Brooks has done enough to garner that receiver spot behind Jalen Lane. Right. I'm talking at what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. That's the 5th spot. I really think that he has risen up the charts that much. Now, I think Luke definitely gets that wide receiver 6 position because he got versatility. He's hella athletic. You know what I'm saying? He blocks his face off and he's a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? Saw the clips of him getting open on go routes against New England. He just wasn't getting the ball, and I've never seen Jaden Daniels throw him the ball in a game. So I don't know if he even likes Luke McCaffrey like that. I think he liked Ja'Cory Brooks a little bit more because it just seems like Ja'Cory Brooks just gets open. Like it doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball. It could be Jaden Daniels, it could be Sam Hartman, Josh Johnson. Hell, it could be me. Y'all saw in the game today, man. He just bodying people up and making sure that he getting what he need, how he's getting his completions and things of that nature. So I'm very intrigued with Ja'Cory Brooks. I'm very, very intrigued with Ja'Cory Brooks, man, because he has come a long way. But it's going to be very interesting to know once the 53 get cut down if he makes the roster. I know y'all will remember the reports about how he got kicked out of the huddle. JD kicked him out the huddle because it was like, yo, you got to be on your dean with me. Like I'm a superstar. Like I can't have you fucking up. I need you to work, right? So that standard that JD gonna have for him, it's gonna rise his game if he's willing, right? Gotta be willing. Gotta be willing. And if you're not willing, man, you might as well hit the road, Jack. But I think he is willing based off his story. If you check out the earlier videos we did on him, um, he's one to watch for sure. I mean, then we can even touch back on Luke, right? Again, I said Luke because he is honestly the vets behind him didn't really show me much, right? Tay Martin was doing his thing. Chris Moore was hot for a second and then he faded out. But it just feels like these guys have the dropsies. Michael Gallup, I mean, he's there, but again, it really feels like these guys just want to check. Like they just want their Christmas check. That's it. Give me a little money so that I can make things work. Like it just doesn't seem like the veterans that we brought in. Maybe you know what, KJ Osborne. I still like his game, so I do want to see what he brings to the table. But honestly, it's really about Luke McCaffrey. That's it. I just round the room out with Luke McCaffrey. You can put KJ on the practice squad, and if he shows out, you could bump Luke down to the practice squad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's that McCaffrey name. You don't want to give up on him just that quick, but he he might have gave up on himself if what I'm saying, if he don't get that relationship with JD down in the games, man, because all this preseason stuff, that's cool, but we care about what's gonna happen when the shit really hits the fan, right? When Noah Brown is down and we need others to step up, if we spell in Debo and Terry for a possession, I mean for a series or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the depth. And again, if you remember how we looked at the Ron Rivera draft classes, we don't have depth. We didn't have depth in those positional groups. So yeah, yeah, that's tough. That's tough to overcome. But Adam Peters has been doing a hell of a job. And once the cut down day come, we might mess around and get us one of them Green Bay Packer wide receivers. I don't know. I'm curious, man. But real quick, if you new here, hit that subscribe button. Building the fastest growing Commanders community, baby. This Gerard B TV, man. Hit us up. We never folding, man. We never folding. We always gonna be here, man. The guys put the battery in my back, and I said, I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna run with it. Also with Terry, it was a shame seeing Terry on that bench like that. He was looking hella sad, wasn't he? He was looking hella sad, like he lost his puppy. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. Like, if you're gonna be on the bench, man, you gotta at least interact with your teammates. Like, what is you doing? What are you really doing, Terry? Like, that's crazy to me. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Terry's demeanor on the bench. That was crazy. Also, let me know how you feeling about the list so far that we got out as far as the roster goes, right? So right now, real quick recap on the skill players on the offense before we get to tight ends. We got JD, we got um you got Marcus Mariota as your two quarterbacks. We're not going with a third, right? We might practice squad somebody, or we might just grab somebody off somebody else's roster, or we might just call Driscoll, right? Like he was fine. He was fine. He actually let us see the progression of our receivers last year. So all talk all the time. What you say, man? Bro, that was right, right. He definitely did. He definitely did. But yeah, man. So you also got um they be gassing. They be gassing hard, bro. They be gassing hard. Let me add that to the jump. What it is. You know how they gonna do. You know what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the comments, man. All the talk, all the time. I appreciate that, my guy. You know? Um, to the wide receivers, back to Terry, right? They was trying to give it to my man, acting like he was in the prayer circle. That matters to me. You know what I'm saying? So hey, Debo, number two, number three, we got Jalen Lane, because I think Noah Brown is gonna be he's gonna be injured a lot of the season. Then you got Noah Brown. Then you go ahead with a Luke McCaffrey to round out those six, if you will. Uh, I mean, Ja'Cory Brooks, then Luke McCaffrey. My bad. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about that, right? So you got Luke rounding out the room at six, and we'll see. Maybe it's KJ Osborne. Maybe it's Tay Martin. Maybe they go to vet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that dude was just looking for clicks, man. He was just looking for clicks. That's crazy. He was, and he got them too. You know they be rage baiting bombers to really click on their stuff and be like, yo, what we on? What we on? That ain't me, dog. That ain't me. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all every time. That's what we do on Gerard B TV. And we'll call them bombers out. Put his name in the chat, man. We're gonna call his ass out. But anywho, man, listen, tight ends, right? I kind of agree with what they got here, right? I like a Zach Ertz, obviously, number one. Number two, John Bates, that's your blocking guru. Zach Ertz obviously is your weapon. Ben Sinnott is your backup weapon. I think Ben Sinnott can actually produce as a receiver. We will see, of course. We will see. It's one of those will we or will we won't type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get how Kosa Yankov, right, today caught a little pass and went 50, right? But then you got Ben, he ain't getting no reps. And I feel like that's mainly because he's in when Sam Hartman was the quarterback, man. You know? And Sam was letting everybody down. If you was trying to make the roster or get a name for yourself, you wasn't. You was not. Like Sam was holding everybody back, man. But honestly, behind Kos and Yankov, I don't even know if I got them doing three tight ends, to be completely honest with you. Um, I got them only doing three, not four. And then I think Colson Yankov and the boy Lawrence Cager, he made a name for himself over this preseason. He was catching everything. Uh, I think those two guys have round out your practice squad, but at the same time, I like Colson Yankov on special teams. So that's kind of where that decision comes in at, the back end of the roster. Like, are they going to keep a Colson Yankov, or are they going to keep another offensive lineman or a defensive lineman, right? Or a linebacker, because we got some news about linebackers today from Coach. Um, So let me know about these tight ends, man. Again, it's not a real impressive. We don't have a whole bunch of tight ends that's hella impressive or whatever on the back end of the roster. But Lawrence Cage, I feel like he made a name for himself. I feel like Cole Turner is cut. His time has come. His time is gone. Get him out of here. Um, let's move on to O line, man. The big boys up front, man. They've been doing their thing this offseason for sure. So I actually feel like CBS got it right. They got it right, right? Because our starters, let's just call a spade a spade. We're gonna say Cosme on a pup right now. We don't know. We all hopeful, right? Let's just say he starts out the season, you know. They actually keep him active or whatnot. But regardless, the starter for him was going to be, I would say it's going to be Andrew Wiley. So they actually got it wrong on here. So I got it from left to right. Laramie, Brandon Coleman, Tyler Biotish. Uh, then I got Wiley. Then I got Josh Connolly. I'm really not a Nick Allegretti. I like him, man. I like him as a teammate in the locker room and all that. But I just didn't like his reps as much. And I think Lionel might have mentioned something similar on Twitter today. I don't know what it is. Like when he would come in or some of the backups were coming on the offensive line, it's like you're not really getting what you're looking for. You're not really getting what you're looking for from the protection standpoint. But Brandon Coleman was looking like a dog today. Like if y'all go back and look at any tape of the game, and if you just look for 74, bro, he is taking up the whole screen, dude. Like he looks like a guard, has always looked like a guard. And as Jay Gruden say, guard. He is that, man. And I'm happy for him because I think he might make a Pro Bowl situation. Like let's keep an eye out for Brandon Coleman, man. He might get some jersey sales this year. He pop off the way I hope he pop off. Oh yeah, nah, John Bates, yeah, he a dog. We don't get in the ball. We don't get in the ball. But I do think that John Bates can work it out, man. I think John Bates can work it out. Because listen, he's athletic, man. Like to be able to block some of these dudes that he blocks, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He's like another offensive lineman out there, and you ain't but half their size, so you got to be hella athletic and hella strong at the point of attack. So, his hands, his mitts, these mitts. I know they strong, right? I know they strong, and we give him the ball, man, like we did last year, man. Look, throw him the ball 2 times a game, man, 3 times a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, man. I know. But listen, you just really, hey, I got a super. Appreciate you, Harry. Harry Brown with the super chat. Appreciate you, man. That's what's up, man. It's my first super on the channel. Man, I'm happy. Changing my life already, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate it, Harry. My take, it is my take, man. I'm one of one, right? But all of us that know ball, right, or that watch football enough, man, we gonna have very similar takes, especially in Commander Nation, because y'all smart. Y'all ain't no dumb fan base, man. You know what I'm saying? So much appreciated for the Superman. Dang, that meant a lot. I didn't know, anybody was going to join this live. This is my first real live, so I really appreciate it, man. But back to that old line, like Josh Connolly and Brandon Coleman, they have been the surprise for me when it comes to like what we gonna see. And we didn't see Brandon Coleman, but this one game, and he was moving Bama's off the ball. It was really making my day, man. It was really making my day when it came to how Brandon Coleman was looking. And Josh Connolly, he just continued to stack days ever since that New England joint practice, man. Um, like he's been putting in that work, like that play strength has been showing up, and I dare I say it, man. We got bookend tackles, with him and Tunsil, and then when Cosme get back, man, that interior is going to be for sure on lock. And damn, we're going to have a hella good offensive line on paper for the first few weeks that they're together, and once they actually gel, I think they're gonna go from being on paper one of the best to actually in the real one of the best, and that's when we're gonna start to see our best version of the football team on offense. Um, because everybody's job gonna be the only way they're gonna be able to beat us is to keep us off the offensive side of the ball. That's it, right? And we gonna bludgeon Bama's to death with this running game. I cannot wait. JD and them didn't pass the ball one time. They did 4 straight running plays, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is nuts, man. That is nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about too many other little backups that we gonna have. Alec Greedy gonna be a backup. Wiley gonna be a backup. Noah Fant gonna be a backup. It is what it is. Hopefully, we don't see those guys in the game, and that's that on that. Right now, we're gonna move on to D line. Now, I see here they got Dorrance Armstrong, who has been having a great camp. He's been showing up and showing out, and I mean, look, I was watching one of Louis T's podcasts a couple days ago, and he was just mentioning how like you want to see Dorrance Armstrong on the guard sometime. And damn it, if you didn't go back and look at that tape and seeing that his best rushes come on the inside, man. It was great. And it got me excited because they're gonna move him around. They might have Javon Kinlaw on the outside of him and then have his ass going, oh my God, that's gonna be crazy. Speaking of Javon Kinlaw, he's just starting when you're starting D tackles. Deron Payne's beside him. And yeah, Dietrich Wise, but nope, I'll probably say that, if they playing like that base forefront, which they're not gonna play that much of, but I got Von Miller obviously out there. It's interesting because you got linebackers and edges and things of that nature, but it doesn't matter when it comes to defensive line because we know Von's only out there when it's 3rd and 6. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 12. You know what I'm saying? Something where it's an obvious passing situation. I do think Vaughn can play against the run. I think he'll be motivated this year to give it his all because he had another gold jacket back there with him, right? And you got to live up to the standard, man. You got to live up to the standard, man. Um, the backups, yep, Johnny Newton, Eddie Goldman. I do not like what I see from Cleveland Farrell since we got him, to be honest. So he's not on my list. I think we're gonna end up pulling up one of the other boys. Um, and obviously you got Von Miller and Jacob Martin. Now, when it comes to the person that's gonna replace Clee, I'll be honest, man. From Javante Jean Baptiste, Sheldon Day definitely deserves that spot. Matter of fact, yeah, give it to Sheldon Day because he was hunting, right? And you can slide on. I like Javante Jean Baptiste as well, so we might have to keep 10 defensive linemen. And that's just how it's going to shake out. Like, I don't really want us to give. I like Jalen Holmes as well. He kind of showed up a little bit here and there, but man, it's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough group for him to assess. Coach Joe Witt and Dan Quinn, they got a job on their hands when it comes to that. We're not going to see the first cuts come from this group for a while. But I think the first cut's going to come from the wide receiver group, to be honest with you. Um, Linebackers, right? Let's talk about the linebacker, my old position that I used to play in high school. You know what I'm saying? Strong side, weak, weak, weak. You know what I'm saying? I used to love that shit, boy. I used to love it. But tight end was my first love, man. Tight end was my first love. I can't hold you on that. I like to catch passes and I like to score touchdowns. But listen, with the linebackers, we already know at the top you got the All Pros, Gold Jacket Bobby, and All Pro Frankie Louvu. All right. Then behind them, honestly, you're gonna have your Jordan McGee. Right. He did show up today. He had a good run stuff today, man. He was looking fast. He was physical. And I mean, I'm be honest, I didn't know. I hadn't seen him play in so long, man. Like to Rio Robinson's play. Hey, shout out my man Rio too. He had 20,000 subscribers a day, man. Clap it up for Rio. Proud of that guy, man. He's one of the guys that put the battery in my back to start this whole YouTube deal, man. And I've been having a blast with it so far. So definitely, if y'all rocking with the channel, man, hit that like, subscribe, and let's get right back into it, man. Hey, Kane Madrano was showing up and showing out a little bit. I think he kind of tailed off a little bit once everybody started noticing the undrafted free agent guy, Ale Kaho, right? So honestly, with this situation, I think they're gonna keep 6 linebackers, and I'm thinking it's gonna be you got obviously Bobby and Frankie, Jordan McGee, Kane Madrano. Um, that's 4. They're gonna keep Nick Ballore. That's your special teams ace. That's 5. Now they did bring in Duke Riley. Did Duke Riley get the spot over Ale Kaho? Now that's the question. One of them are fighting for a spot, and one of them is going to the practice squad. Do you think you can sneak Duke Riley on the practice squad? He was out there for a while. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I live in Atlanta, bro. all the talk all the time. I live in Atlanta, man. I'm a DMV guy through and through, man. But yeah, I'm not making that trip. I'm not making that trip. I need to get up with Rico. If any of y'all know street scores, man, put me in this, you know what I'm saying? Get me on his line. You know what I'm saying? I definitely love to work with the guy. You know, we probably don't even live that far from each other. But it's a big world, man. Big world. We're gonna make it work. Um, so yeah, really that linebacker six position is between Ale Kaho and Duke Riley to me. All right. So let me know what you think about that. Who you got in the comment section for that? Let me check y'all out right quick. Okay, yep, Madrano. I agree with you, Harry. Madrano definitely been improving week on week, man. Like I really think the fact that he's been working with uh Ken Norton the whole time like that's been making sure that he is able to, soak it in, man. Like, and it's a shame that someone like Adam Hampton that we had to cut, he just wasn't understanding Ken Norton's language, obviously. Madrano and Ali Cahill, man, they have been, you know what I'm saying? They have been, So we definitely, I, I agree with you. I think he's gotten better every week. I want to see him on the field. I like when I seen Jordan McGee and him on the field because it made me think, oh man, it's going to be some times when we can spell both Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner. Like that's going to be the love, and I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that. You know what I'm saying? What we got here? What we got here? Oh yeah, Kaho. Yeah, he definitely been impressing, man. Like, you know what? He sleeper, man. He's a sleeper, dude. Like, I really think that he might be able to. If he gets on the roster, obviously he's going that 53 is that six linebacker. I really think that he's going to be pushing in practice because Frankie took him under his wing immediately. If you heard his interview after the game, he sounds just like Frankie Louvu. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Harry? Hey, man, Rio, that's my guy for sure, for sure. And if you know Rio, hey, link me. Me and Rio, we be chatting it up, man. But he a busy dude, man. He a busy dude. And I think we gonna get work together for sure. Like we be talking. You know what I'm saying? we gonna get work together for sure, for sure. So yeah, that rounds out the linebacker group, man. Again, one of my favorite positions to play. Um, I mean, and again, Adam Peters been finding gems in late rounds, and so obviously with Jordan McGee, Kane Madrano, and Ale Cahill, those three linebackers are our future. That's kind of crazy to think about. Like, you got three linebackers that can be your future. Like we might not have to re-sign a Frankie. Unfortunately, I do want us to re-sign Frankie. Yeah, hell yeah, re-sign Frankie. What am I talking about? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. All right, we moving on the corners, man. Let's move on the corner. Let me take it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, yeah, they both Samoan. Samoan. Let me see. Let me see. So we talking corners. Let's see what they got here. Okay, so they got John Jones on the pup. I forgot he was on the pup. Yeah, I forgot he was on the pup. He been on the pup for a while. So obviously your starters, Marshawn definitely, Trey Amos definitely, Mikey definitely, right? Those your three starters all the way. I definitely got Noah I being that first guy off the bench because he's interchangeable. He can play outside and they like Antonio Hamilton Sr. I don't know anything about him, but like you, yep, all the talk, all the time. You right on it. You right on it, dude. Bassey was flashing today. Bassey was flashing today. I liked what I seen from Bassey. But I only think they're gonna keep five corners. I still think they're gonna keep five. They're gonna keep Jonathan Jones on the pup. So really, I don't know if Bassey did enough to beat out Antonio Hamilton Sr. I don't know nothing about Antonio Hamilton Sr. That's on me. But to be honest with you, I don't want to see these guys in the game. All right. Like, hey, you play special teams. After Noah if we got to play anybody against a receiver, anybody like that, hey man, you better pull on one of these safeties or you better pull on Madrano or somebody like that. I don't need you going that far back into the cupboard. Let them boys play special teams and keep it like that. I'm gonna be honest. I can't I can't fathom that. I can't see another St. Jude situation out there, man. Like that's tough. Speaking of old corners, I hear our old boy Emmanuel Forbes is doing well in LA, man. I'm happy for the kid, man. Happy for the kid. You know, Colin Vigors, nah, man. Go ahead and put him on the practice squad because he needs to get in the NFL weight program and work on his tackling. Right. And he needs to play up to his size. Do not be like what's that kid? What's that dude name out there, man? Bobby Price. Yeah, he out there. What's Bobby Price 6'4", and he playing like he 5'8" or something like that. I don't like it. So yeah, get him out of here. Put Viggers on the practice squad. Y'all did pay him to come as an undrafted rookie. So hey, see what you can do with that. Maybe he a practice squad guy, maybe not. We gonna see about that. That's gonna be interesting. I don't think cuts are gonna happen there as quickly as I think in other positions. Safeties, you already know this room set. This room been set for a while. You know what I'm saying? Quan Martin, I think he might be Pro Bowling. I think he might be Pro Bowling this year, right? No one talks about Will Harris. I truly think Will Harris is going to be an issue. Like, I think Will Harris is going to be covering back, locking Bama's up. He been going head to head with what's your man name? Zach Ertz at practice. Now Zach Ertz been beating his ass, but I mean, when the offense knows where they're going, that is what it is. The defense is always at a disadvantage, and good on good is what you need. So I'm hoping Will Harris come out and shock us, show us what's up, because we need that. We need somebody that can lock, you know what I'm saying, lock and cover, and then also when it comes to that running game, being able to flash down and support. Jeremy Reeves, obviously third safety. You heard DQ say that about a week ago. Percy Butler got paid over the summer, so that's her special teams depth right there. But then you got Tyler motherfucking Owens, man. Now, what do we think about Tyler Owens, man? Um, I always see him flashing in the run support, but then when it comes to pass coverage, I feel like he hesitates too much. Right. Yeah, Viggers is trash. Yep. Sam, yeah, he ain't even making the roster. Sam ain't making the practice squad or nothing. As they keep saying, they about to hire Sam for like, I don't know, maybe he do press box for the DC Defenders or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But look, Tyler Owens as a fifth safety, definitely. I want to see what he gonna do, man. I'm really curious to see how Tyler Owens is gonna look. I keep seeing when it comes to passing plays, though, when that ball in the air, man, his feet stop. Like he don't finish through, right? He's not sure. And that's a problem for me. Like, but obviously he was undrafted. He's getting more comfortable in the system. You know, I'm gonna give him some grace. I'm gonna give him some grace here. Young guy. I'm gonna give him some grace. Yeah, Harris did used to play corner. Yep, sure did. Sure did. His coverage is A1. It's better. His coverage better than Will Harris coverage is better than Jeremy Chin's. The run support from a physicality perspective might not be there, but we'll see. Oh, hey baby. Oh, that was the wife, everybody. She said, hey. But anywho. All right. So then we could look, man. We already know what the kicker situation is, right? That's always going to be the same, right? Tyler Ott, we don't know his jersey number. I don't care. You got Tressway and you got Matt Gay. All right. Like that, that's that's a cool situation. I really don't know about Matt Gay though. Like we seen him miss that 53 yarder today. They need to go ahead and bring somebody in once these cut downs happen. For sure. Like I definitely need to see something with that. Like bring in some competition just for a week or two in the beginning of the season, see what you could do, put the kicker on the practice squad or something. And we can make it happen. We can definitely make it happen. Yeah, Tyler Owens had a good game today. He did have a good game. I mean, he played a lot longer. So, but it is what it is when it comes to TO. Like I just think that the back of the roster, man, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta be able to do more things than one for sure. Um, let me see. Let me check the comment section out here. What we got? Yep. To yeah, he is like a big 21. I feel it. We don't have a need for him now. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Shaquille, I feel you. All talk all the time. Matt Gay, Austin Cyber Vibes. But listen, Cyborg Cybert, man. He was hitting them though, at least, like he was hitting them though. But I don't know, man. I don't really know how I feel about the kicking situation. I told y'all, just bring somebody in, give us some grace here, because it's tough. It's gonna be tough, man. We're not trying to lose games, missing field goals. That's gonna be the worst feeling in the world. and we will be going live during the games. I know Rio and Street Scores, they already do that, but hey, man, just uh, make some room for the kid. Make some room for the kid. We here, man. We here. Listen, I ain't going to keep y'all too much longer, man, unless the comment section start popping. But listen, remember about these players on the bubble. Ja'Cory Brooks, I really feel like he's gonna make something pop. I think he's gonna make this roster. McCaffrey, that's how I round out the wide receiver 6 situation. All right. Kaho, if he don't make it as linebacker 6, he definitely on the practice squad. So we gonna see. We gonna see about that. The running back situation, I told you before, we gonna have. I don't think Kaz Allen or Demetric Felton is gonna make the roster. They probably be practice squad. Tight ends, we going with 3, right? And now if you arguing Kosa Yankov versus Ben Sinnott, that's your business. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. I don't even know. Like I seen Kosa Yankov take off today, and I was like, Ben who? So we ain't never seen Ben Sinnott do no shit like that. Offensive line, y'all know the starting 5 plus with Cosme in line, and you know the backup. So you know that's been set for a while. That's been set for a while, man. D-line, the only question on D-line we're going to really have is if we're going to keep Cleveland Ferrell. Are we or are we not? I don't think we are. I don't want us to. He was out there in the 4th quarter at the end of the game. I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? He out there trying to fight people that's not even going to have a job. I saw you, bro. It's not no good. That is no good, man. Especially when you was a 1st round pick, like I think it was like what he was like number 2 or something by the Raiders. Crazy high pick. So you paid up and you bumping Bammers that ain't, you know what I'm saying? They out here trying to fight just to pay the bills, to keep the lights on. Yeah, Shaquille, I like Brooks. That's my guy. I think that's been my sleeper since the season started. I mean, since the offseason started, for sure. Yep, Colston Yankov. Yeah, we agree. He was moving there. I thought he was about to house call that. If he would have house called that, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. My rankings would have flipped. Like he would have been in and Ben would have been out. But that's neither here nor there. Yep, O-line, we know what that is. D-line, we know what that is. Linebackers, I told you we keep 6 and bring Kaho in. Corners, we keeping 5, man. Like, I ain't like nothing after Noah I. Noah I was it. After Noah I, everything else was trash. 5 safeties, you know the 5 with T.O. at the end, round them out. And I do think that the young boy, the HBCU cat, he gonna make the practice squad for sure. He looked good today. He definitely looked good today. He played his part. But yeah, it's a lot of guys just not gonna make this roster. It's just a lot of guys just not gonna make this roster. And then you got to also think about when the cut downs come from other teams. Like I really think we're gonna look for another defensive end. We're gonna look for another corner. We're gonna look for a wide receiver. Hell, we might even look for a QB3. You know, like yeah, nah. Our first team offense is gonna be straight. We ain't gotta worry about that at all. You know what I'm saying, Shaquille? We ain't gotta worry about that at all. It's gonna be 2 straight. Like we gonna be A1 when it come to that. But yeah, when it comes to, like I said, but before I close y'all out, it's just tough to think about when it comes to how far we came with Ron Rivera's staff, right? Even just think about last year, we got so many players that we had on 1-year deals. We cut them Bammers, brought in the core that we got now. Ain't that fire? Like to watch the growth, man. The fact that we only got 10 draft picks prior to 2024 on the team is nasty work. That's nasty work. That is nasty work, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Adam Peters and Dan Quinn, y'all have done numbers on me. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels, man, as my man Rio be saying, he changed our lives, dog. He has changed our lives. Yeah, I do agree with y'all. Once Noah and Terry back, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be amazing because that's your physicality, right? That's your physical. I love rapping with y'all in the comment section. Y'all do. The physicality that them two going to bring, like you seen Noah Brown running those routes earlier today on the. I know y'all seen the clips. Y'all was like, "Ooh, he gonna be cooking New York." Because ain't nobody seen him. Ain't nobody seen him. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see. I think Terry's ready. I think Terry in shape and he ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I think Debo ready to go. Give me 1,000-yard receiving season for Debo. Give me 1,000-yard plus season for Terry. If we got two 1,000-yard receivers, man, I'm not gonna know what to do with myself. I want to buy Debo Samuel's jersey so bad. That number one looks sick, but I ain't trying to buy no jersey of a player that might not be here too long. You know what I'm saying? All the talk, all the time. He says, who should I draft with the fifth pick in my fantasy draft? Well, if that's your first pick, and y'all probably doing the snake draft, right? Where you come back around. How many people you got in the draft total? Is it 12 of y'all? But regardless, I would say I'm gonna be real. I'm real different when it comes to drafts in fantasy than in real life. So like I might do some crazy ish and go like say that first person off the board, like Saquon or something. I'm like, oh, that's what y'all on? I'm gonna go get JD. My first pick last year was Jaden Daniels. I picked the quarterback on my first pick, right? And I won my fantasy league. I ain't playing. I ain't playing with him. Oh, he said go to DH. Oh, DH. I can't, man. That's just gonna burn me up, bro. I love authentics. I love authentics. I love authentics. Well, the wife might be happy to hear that. That DH gate. My birthday coming up too on the 19th of September, so we'll see. Shaquille says, people still not giving us our respect. Right. Right. And it's okay. And it's okay. It's okay that they not giving us our respect. You know why it's not, you know why it's okay? Because we the hunters, right? We the hunters. You heard DQ. We the hunters, man. Like you seen what JD looked like at the end of that game against Philly. You seen what he looked like in that press conference. That shit was not cool. Nobody was rocking. I might have been crying. I'm glad I wasn't live streaming then. I was crashing out. And when my mans went on the press conference joint at the end of the, oh my, I felt like myself. I went to the gym. I started going crazy. Like I was getting mine in. Like, just like I'm about to go out there and catch some passes for him. Like I'm about to go block for him or something. But I do think we're gonna show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? I'm predicting like 11 plus wins. I don't care what nobody say. I need that. Like, I need that. Like, if I can give me 11, 12 wins, we eating. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, he said, would I take the risk on McCaffrey? You talking about his wide receiver six? Not number five in your fantasy league. Oh, you talking about the brother. My bad. I was stuck on our squad. Nah, I still wouldn't do McCaffrey that high. I wouldn't do McCaffrey that high. My bad. I done shot at Luke, and Luke ain't even in the conversation. Nah, I wouldn't take Christian that high, man, just because he just kept coming off that injury. And think about it, they got B Rob now. They definitely gonna use B Rob. Like, so nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably go go either if you can get Jameer Gibbs, I'd take him before I take Christian McCaffrey. I'd take Bijan Robinson this year over Christian McCaffrey. And now I might be splitting hairs, but you know, and that's really it. It's not too many players you taking over McCaffrey for sure. Um, but anyway, y'all, this your man Gerard B, man. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me, man, on this my first real live stream, man. I see it's 24 y'all in here. Hey man, salute y'all, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We're gonna do this often and often, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you know the Kangs, tell them to get at me. You know what I'm saying? I be out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here and we working. You know what I'm saying? But this Gerard B TV, man, and we out.